Hey everyone, sorry about that. I was just enjoying a cup of coffee. Thank you so much for being here on today's episode of the Jonesin 4 show. I truly appreciate all of you being here, giving up your time and energy to listen to me, to watch, and involve me in your life. So first of all, thank you so much for doing all of that. You are awesome. You rock. If you could do me a quick favor and just hit subscribe, I would truly appreciate it. Leave a review if you want. Comments, all that stuff would be greatly appreciated. But if you could do that, I would truly appreciate it. And you even more than I already do, which is already a crazy ton, right? So already so much, and you can be even more than that. And I'm feeling good today. Can you hear? I'm ripping, roaring, ready to go. Let's bring it on. Today's episode, folks, is about, oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, you already read it in the thing. You already know what it's about. It's about journaling. Okay, so first of all, if you saw it was about journaling and you just heard it and you haven't shut this off now, kudos to you. Because many people don't like journaling. Or they heard about it and they're like, that's not for me. Whatever, I'm not going to do that. Well, count yourself one of the cool kids because you're still listening or watching and viewing this, right? And you want to learn a little bit more about it, or you're just interested, or you just haven't stopped it yet. So appreciate it. Keep listening. Let's dive into this. So journaling. I suck at journaling. I'm just gonna be upfront and honest. I sucked at it for many years where I tried it. I said, okay, I hear it's good for me. I'm gonna start doing it. And so I started. I did it when I was a teenager. I did it for a little bit, and then, as in like 2-3 days, and stopped. And because I forgot to pick up the journal. It's not that like I didn't want to, I just forgot. And then I stopped. And then, a couple months later, or years later, I should journal again. Oh yeah, cool, start it. 2, 3, 4 days and stop. And then once I started to learn the benefits of it, I'm like, this is really cool. I should start doing this. So I pick it up and I get maybe like a week and I stopped. Only because life got busy. Again, it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't want to do it. I just forgot. Right? And, you can hear Barnabas or Vlad back there squeaking away because they're excited about the whole journaling thing. They're excited about this episode too. And, I just want to be honest with you that, I suck at journaling. I've tried it and I failed. I tried and I failed and I tried and I failed. That's life. Life is about going after things and failing and then picking yourself up and keep going. That's what life is. However, I sucked at journaling for a long time, and I still struggle with it at points, but I set myself up for success for it now. And when I really dived into, heard so many of the benefits and started doing it regularly in the sense of 4 to 7 times a week, I started to notice benefits. Within that first week, I started to see benefits of journaling. Was it easy? Yeah, writing the stuff was easy, totally. For me, that was fine. Was it easy to remember? Not all the time. And I'll share with you how I set myself up for success for that so that I can continue to journal and see those benefits, right? So, journaling, stereotypically, women do it. Sorry, guys, right? Stereotypically, women journal. They have their diaries. That's a journal, right? But everybody should do it. Not just women, not just females. No. Everybody in the entire world, if you can, journal. And journaling can look different. The way I journal might look different than the way you journal. And that's totally cool, right? So real quick, we'll talk about, let's just talk about the benefits that it shares, right? I'll tell you, for me personally, once I started to do it consistently, let me back up for a second. When I did not do it consistently, when I was just journaling hit or miss, for a couple days, I didn't notice any benefits. There wasn't anything special to it. I just did it because I thought, this would be good. And, maybe I felt a little bit better at the end, but that was it. It really wasn't anything to write home about, right? It wasn't anything to write about. So I didn't keep it up. But when I started to keep the journal going and being consistent with it, right, and writing on a regular basis, I did start to notice benefits. Benefits being like I had a clearer sense of my life, of what in the terms of like, what feelings do I have? What are the emotions I'm going through at the moment? And how do I deal with that, right? Sometimes when I was dealing with some really heavy and rough stuff, I put that in my journal, and that helped me process it. It helped me process through those tough times. It also helped me enjoy the amazing times because I was able to relive it as I wrote them down, right? So as I wrote down, I was reliving the experience, remembering these things. As I journaled about it, it was so incredible. Loved it, right? So it helped me deal with my emotions. It helped me process things through the day, and it helped me be happier. I felt like I was able to get things off my chest as well because I just wrote them down, right? So those are some of the benefits I personally found. PositivePsychology.com also gives us this, right? That journaling, it can boost your mood, right? I know it did for me. I feel better when I'm done journaling, especially once I got it going on a regular regimen. I feel better when I'm done. As soon as I'm writing and when I'm done, it boosts my mood, right? I forgot that benefit when I was talking, but positive psychology reminded me. And so, yeah, it can boost your mood. It can also enhance your senses of well-being, right? So it makes you feel good. It makes you feel whole. It makes you feel like you have your life in control, because when life can get chaotic. It's what it is, right? But journaling can help you hold the reins and help you understand and control it, and helps you feel good and promotes your sense of well-being. It can also reduce, I have no idea what that was, reduce symptoms of depression, right? Especially before an important event, right? It helps you process the stuff that you're struggling with. It helped me when I was depressed, right? When I was close to committing suicide, right? That helped me. The journaling helped me through that experience and helped me learn from that experience. It helped me grow as a person because I was able to look at that. And while not at the time, when I was just working through it, I can look back on those experiences and learn and grow from it. It can also reduce intrusion and avoid symptoms, right? So kind of avoidance. So it can introduce intrusion and avoidance symptoms of post-trauma. So PTSD, journaling can help you work through that. So if you have a trauma in your life, whatever that might be, journaling can help you process, help you get through it. And when those symptoms or things start coming up, you can continue to, hopefully you're already journaling, and it'll help you process and get through it, right? So that's pretty cool. It can also improve your working memory. How? Because you're remembering the stuff that you did, right? I journal about the stuff that happened yesterday or things that are going on in my life, right? I journal about those things. So that really helps me and benefits me as I'm journaling. All right. So those are some of the benefits of journaling, and from my experience and from PositivePsychology.com, I would love to hear from you. What are some of the struggles you have had? What are some of the successes? What are the benefits you've noticed from journaling? I would love to find out. Drop me a comment, send me a message, let me know, because I think, I know that journaling is huge. If I didn't know it, if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be doing this for you. Because remember, this show, the Jonesin 4 Show, is designed, and my belief, my vision, my mission is to help you live your life to the max. And I know and I believe journaling will do that for you. So those are the benefits. If you want to experience those benefits, then pick up journaling. Here's how you do it, all right? You could journal in almost any way, shape, or form you want, right? I find that if you sit in a private area, someplace where it's quiet, it's, you have music going, right? But it's a private area. There's not a lot of people around. It's easier for you to work through those emotions or thoughts, and you're just able to write down more honestly, right? You could do it in like a Starbucks or someplace like that, a coffee shop of someplace. Cool, if that works for you, great. But I find that I like to be in a private area without anyone else around. Right? Remember that your journal should be for your eyes only, right? Kind of like that James Bond movie, that for your eyes only, right? That's your journal, right? No one else should see it. No one else needs to see it. Maybe your therapist, maybe, but most likely they are not even asked to see it, right? It's for you. This is your own personal thoughts, your own personal ideas. No one else needs to see it. And you could write any way you want to write in it, right? For me, when I first started journaling, as I started to do consistently, it was more like bullet points, just like bullet points, this kind of happened. This is what I think about this. This is this idea. And then it evolved. There's a better word for it. It evolved into like a little longer sentences. So maybe a paragraph or so. Right. And then when I was really starting to go through some heavy stuff, depression and all that, when I started going through that, then it got to be like a page or 2 pages in my journal of me just writing things down, right? That's what I needed, and that helped me out a lot. So that's one way to do it, right? So it could be like bullet points, it could be short, it could be long, it could be anywhere in between, whatever works for you. Remember, there's no right or wrong at all. Just write, right? Share your thoughts, get your thoughts down on the page, share it, and be honest and open it up. Another how-to is to be honest. I already mentioned this. You need to be honest, be open, write down your thoughts and your feelings. Remember, this is for your eyes only. Just get them out. Get all those thoughts, those feelings, those emotions, get them out on the page. Because once they're out on the page, they're out of your mind, out of your body, and can help you get over over things in your life, over struggles, but you have to put them down. Otherwise, you're bottling them up inside, right? You're holding them tight inside, and that's not going to do any good. That's going to cause you more stress, more anxiety. None of that's good in life. So do yourself a favor and write them down in your journal. And then try to write 4 to 7 times a week, because, I'm talking from experience here. It's hard to remember, right? Sometimes you forget to write in your journal, right? Life happens or something goes on and you forget. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay. But come back to it, write in your journal, right? So 4 to 7 times a week is what I suggest you do. So a quick tip for you that helped me. So if you remember at the beginning of this episode, I mentioned that I struggled to remember, right? I struggled to remember to write in my journal every single day, right? Life happened, I got distracted, I do it for 2-3 days, and then I'm done, right? Maybe you've experienced the same thing. What I did that has changed all of that is I made it, first of all, a priority, but second of all, a habit for me to do. So every morning I brush my teeth, I go work out, and then I write in my journal. If I don't brush my teeth, I always brush my teeth. If I don't work out, so I brush my teeth, and then I write in my journal, right? I made it this habit, this thing that happened consistently every single day. I put my hand up so you can see my hand. Every single day at a certain time, right? That's when this happens, right? So by doing that, that changed the game totally for me, from not being consistent to being almost consistent, like every single day, right? 4 to 7 times a week. That's what did it. By putting it in my day, scheduled in my day, right? And it's not like, oh, it's 7 a.m., I'm going to write in my journal. No. And if that works for you, great, do it, awesome. But for me, what really paid off is going, okay, I brush my teeth, I work out, I journal. Cool. Or I brush my teeth and journal, right? If I don't work out. That's what I do. And that has changed the game for me for journaling. Huge, huge, huge improvement and boosting memory to remember to do it. Are the days I forget? Yeah, there are, right? It happens. But I don't beat myself up. I just come back to it. For the length of time you need to write, again, it's like how you write. It doesn't matter how you write. Just allow yourself enough time to make sure that you can write honestly, you can write thoughtfully and meaningfully as you write, right? So maybe it's 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe it's 10, 15, right? Whatever you need to get your thoughts out. Now, for me personally, it varies by the day, right? Sometimes it's 3 minutes. Sometimes it's 7 minutes. Yeah, I don't usually go over 10 minutes writing, but sometimes I do occasionally, right? And that's okay, right? But allow yourself that time so you can get in that moment, you get in, find your journaling mental state, right? So that you're able to write honestly, thoughtfully, meaningfully on that page and work through things, right? Because if you're just doing it without thinking, you're not going to find the benefits of it. You're not going to achieve those. You're not going to have them. So take the time to be able to write down meaningful things, to write down your thoughts in a thoughtful way, to process. Make sure you allow yourself that time to do that. Also, you could journal in anything you want, right? You could journal in a notebook, a spiral bound notebook, whatever, right? For me, I bought a journal on Amazon, and that's what I used, right? It was just a blank sheet of paper journal that I got. And I found one with a really cool leather cover that I love, because I just love the way that feels, right? Find something that you love and use that. And let me suggest one other thing. If you haven't checked out my book, Chase Your Passions, I highly suggest you check it out. Cool book, love it. Obviously, I wrote it to help you guys live your life to the max. But it has a companion journal called the Priorities of Practice Journal. You can get it on Amazon, just like a Priorities of Practice journal, and put Spencer there just to help it out. But that should pop up. And if you can't get it, just message me and I'll hook you up. But basically, what that is, the Priorities of Practice Journal walks you through the priorities of practice that I do daily, and journaling is part of it. I describe it all in the Chase Your Passions book. But essentially, what it is you do the Jaggers. I do my daily Jaggers, which is journaling. I do my positive affirmations. I do what I'm grateful for. I exercise. And then also I reflect at the end of the day. So I do those 5 things, my Jaggers, every day, right? So what I do is I brush my teeth, I exercise, and then I fill out the rest. I do gratefulness, followed by my affirmations, followed by my journaling, right? That's what I do every single morning. Unless I decide not to work out the day or something like that, it's my rest day, then I do the others. Okay, so you can check it out if you want. It's available on Amazon, Priorities of Practice Journal, or just get another journal, get something else and write all those things in there, or just journal, right? I'm just giving you options. I'm just giving you things to think about and different ways to go about it. Now, as I said earlier, it's okay if you miss a day, right? Don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay. Like, life happens. It's all good, right? No need to worry or fear or whatever. Just don't beat yourself up over it. Just pick it back up and keep going. That's all, right? I still miss days, and I don't beat myself up. I'm like, should have done it. No, oh well. I pick it up and I keep going. That's okay, right? So remember, a couple quick things, right? Journaling helps you process your emotions, process, life events, can help you get over stress or anxiety, trauma, things like that. It can boost your mood. It can help your well-being, all these awesome benefits from journaling. And also remember, it doesn't matter how you journal. It could be short, bullet points. It could be full sentences. It could be pages, whatever works for you. And then lastly, make sure you allow enough time to write meaningfully, and write in anything you want, right? Pick a journal that feels good to you and go for it. I hope that this episode has helped you. If it has, let me know. Drop a comment, send me a message, right? Leave a review, all that stuff. Let me know if this episode has touched a chord with you. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to let me be part of it and welcome me into your life. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a phenomenal day, and I can't wait to see you and be with you at our next episode. Until then, I'll catch y'all later.